What should I do when the weather wakes me up at night? The walls are shaking from the wind, rain blasting at my window. And what about temperature? Is there a perfect sleeping temperature? In this edition of Health and Weather Extended, we are going to weatherproof your bedroom. And we're also going to talk about some of the sleep issues that Canadians are facing when it comes to poor routines. We're going to fix them so you can get a better sleep. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Rachel Schoutsen. First, we're going to jump into temperature. Is there a magic number that we should be setting the thermostat to?
So typically we all sleep better in a bit of a cooler environment. So you're looking at anywhere between 69 to 72 degrees Fahrenheit and 19 to 23 degrees Celsius for an optimal sleep temperature for your bedroom. We tend to sleep better in cooler environments because it allows our body to really focus on getting good quality deep sleep while it's sleeping. If our body is overheating, if we're too hot while we're sleeping at night, our body's busy trying to regulate its temperature and not able to focus on getting a solid night of sleep.
So how many of you are now thinking about maybe adjusting that thermostat? We'll get into storms now. Thunder, lightning, wind. It can all wake us up at night. And in my interview with Alana, she suggested things like earplugs, a sound machine, blackout blinds, as these will limit disruptions from the weather. And she also had some great advice on rearranging your furniture.
If you are more sensitive to sounds and being woken up in the middle of the night due to the weather outside, something as simple as placing the bigger pieces of furniture against the walls that are the loudest, right? So against the walls that are the outside walls or against the walls that are maybe on a louder hallway. You might have to do a little rearranging of your furniture. That's going to help absorb the sound and limit the sound from hitting you while you're sleeping.
And I also had to ask Alana, what do I do? I'm lying in bed, the weather wakes me up, and I just can't fall back asleep. She said if it's taking you more than a couple minutes, you should get up and get out of your bedroom. Do a quiet, calming activity like reading, then head back to bed once you feel that tiredness return. Now, getting proper sleep should be a priority for every Canadian in any season. When you get that deep, restorative sleep, you are really resetting so many networks inside your body. And recently, I did have a chance to talk to the World Sleep Foundation about REM sleep and why this is so essential to our health.
Basically, when you go into that restorative sleep phase, the slow wave sleep, REM sleep, your lymphatic system is activated to flush out any toxins or any plaques in your intracellular spaces in your brain. If you don't hit that slow wave sleep, that REM sleep, the deep sleep, your lymphatic system is not activated. And so all of those toxins and the plaques will remain there over a prolonged period of time. So chronic sleep deprivation, they are seeing an association with dementia, Alzheimer's disease. Some of the other long-term issues are also cardiovascular disease. So, high blood pressure, stroke, heart disease, obesity, and diabetes, just because your sleep does help regulate your appetite and allow you to realize that you're full. Hormonal imbalance is a part of one, and pain and sleep create this vicious cycle where, lack of sleep, chronic sleep deprivation, will cause you to develop pains or worsen the pain that you actually already have.
And according to Health Canada, 1 in 2 Canadians have trouble falling asleep and staying asleep. 1 in 5 do not find their sleep refreshing. And 1 in 3 report difficulty staying awake during the day. Health Canada also recommends limiting caffeine, nicotine, and alcohol before bed. Thanks so much for joining us in Health and Weather Extended, the chat about weatherproofing your bedroom so you can get a better night's sleep and stay healthy.